Alright, I am back. Hello everyone, I'm Bobtheorc, and welcome to Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary difficulty. This is episode 6 of the Spanish Inquisition, where we are going to continue upgrading the fleet, only now we're upgrading the Inquisition fleet as opposed to our captured converts. So, the story still stays basically the same. We've captured a portion of the United States, but we're gonna have to press the advantage, and they are already rapidly rebuilding their army logistics. They're already at 18%. I'm only at 14. That's crazy. Our transports are still fine. I suspect that it's because a lot of my ships are being refitted. Perhaps that's what it is. Money's solid. We got some crew. We got some tonnage here. So let's see what we can do. And so first off, let's go look at our paladin. This is our battleship. These guys are pretty good. So let's actually, you know what we can do? We don't have anything up and coming for a while, do we? We got the Mark II 13s. Then we'll probably do the Mark III 9s or maybe the Mark I 14s. Hard to say. Is there anything interesting coming in turrets? No, not really. No, we're basically fine. So what we're gonna do is let's go and upgrade the paladins. Here we go. And these guys are already fantastic ships, but we have better targeting now. So let's see if we can take advantage of that. So let's get the Conic 2. We also have this auxiliary engine, and we can go double-bottomed hull and anti-flood and reinforced bulkheads. This is giving us a little bit more oomph. The problem is that we'll have to shed some tonnage if we want to do all this, which we can drop a little bit of armor if we have to. I mean, that wouldn't be the end of the world. We're going 19 knots, which is, you know, it's okay. I'd like to go faster than that. Gun cotton. Also, yeah, I mean, this is basically as good as we're gonna get. I could drop some main belt armor, but we'd have to drop a lot to do that. If we don't really have to worry about torpedoes that much right now. And we kind of do, but not really, really. Double bottom hull is nice. I mean, the anti-torp 1 and the anti-flood is really good. I mean, but we'd have to drop... I could drop down to, let's say, 18 inches of armor. Jesus Christ. I'd have to lose a lot of armor for this. Alright, we're gonna ignore the anti-torpedo for now. So I'd like to go faster, but if I were to beef this up to, let's say, 20 knots, that gets... I mean, it starts getting tricky. We could go 22, but I gotta drop a lot of armor to do that. So this is the challenge that we face. The American ships are going to go fast. And I'm not sure how we're going to be able to catch them if I can't speed up the ship. Unless I go and drop my... If I go 22... I mean... I just can't drop that much armor. We're just not there yet. So... there we go. So that's what we got. Alright, well, we will start knocking this out. I think this is probably overall good enough. I mean, I could start dropping some of these side guns, but I think that... You know, I just realized my 10.9s are not optimized. They're not. I mean, so at 5,000 meters, it's 1.9. If I were to raise that up, now at 5,000 meters is 2.3, which is quite a bit better. So we're gonna drop it down just a little bit. We're gonna do like that. We'll go one under. We're gonna save this. Yeah, I'm gonna start using the cheesy trick. Then we'll refit again, or we'll refit it again. Boop. And kind of like that. That's probably fine. That's good enough. Still perfectly balanced, and this thing's nice. It's very good. And we're looking at 2.3. All right, so there we go. That is our ship. So we're going to start refitting some of these. We're going to keep poking the U.S. and getting our crew together. And this does give me an interesting idea for how I can build ships very quickly. We're gonna delete that one. And uh-oh, did that not work right? Something didn't go right. Unless the trick didn't work. That says 2 months. Oh. I guess it's going to be 2 months no matter what. Alright, well that's what it is then. So I guess it doesn't always work. But it's still worth noting. I It's at least especially useful on the smaller ships. So let's get this guy refitted. He's 13,000 tons. Got a message from work. So alright, so let's go refit this guy. I actually have a lot of these, don't I? 76, 80, 90. That's gonna be a little too big, actually. So we're just gonna give it a turn. Let's go provoke the US. Boop. We'll have to kind of reorganize our fleets as well. Figure out what we're doing with everybody. And the only way they can really get to me is to go around South America. Alright. So all these guys are nicely set up. We need to figure out... So as far as these guys go, Tampa, La Carina, San Juan, yeah, let's get you guys up and going. Alright, so he's doing fine. As far as the rest of these guys go, let's check our logistics. We're at 16%. He's at 18, so I guess we did jump up a little bit. Probably because some of our ships are mothballed. What's our we don't have very many crew left. So those guys are commissioning, getting things off the ground. These are all soft cushions. But all of the other guys, except for him, all the other guys are ready to go. So we can auto add crew at this point, and that should be okay. And if we look at our fleet size, we're good to go. So let's go and refit these paladins. $82. That's as many as I can do for right now. And I'm gonna have to take this call, so I'll be right back. Hang on. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Apparently when I said, hey guys, I'm on Discord, what that really meant was call my cell phone and come over to my house. So, I guess I'm going to be having company in a bit, but let's see what we can do to get through this. I'm sorry about that. That was kind of weird. I totally don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to refit uh, more ships. So, um, I can get these guys upgraded because these are pretty good ships and they're small. We can work on them while we work on the other ships. So, then we also have these cruisers. We're going to work on these because these are more important to have ready in case something stupid happens. So, let's see what we got with them. So we're going to refit this. These are nice and fast. I really like these ships. So there's not a lot of weight to spare, but we can go with the Conic 2. And we can go with picric acid, so we can light everything on fire. So it'd be 393 damage, or we can go with 498. This won't penetrate anything, but it'll do lots of explodey damage. And I think with these guys, they're not going to penetrate that much anyway, so we're going to go semi-armor piercing. Let's see, that's 8.6 kilometers, or it's 9.8. I think we're going to do that because I want the extra range. So that's all looking good. And we can go with the auxiliary engine. And I really want a double-bottomed hull, but that gives me a lot of extra... extra. So I'm going to have to skimp somewhere. I need to skimp 77 tons if I want the double-bottomed hull. I could go single bottom, which I think is what I'm stuck with right now. And, I mean, yeah, I think I'm just stuck with single bottom hull for the time being. It's probably what I have to do. So, there we go. I mean, this is what we got. We got the 3.9s, we got the 4.9s, and it's really, really fast. It's 25 knots. So I think this is the best we got. It's a long range, so this will be pretty good. And we can refit it in a month, which is without even having to be cheesy about it, so that's great. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to light things on fire with this ship. Okay. I need to probably build a lot of these in the future. Alright, so let's go refit some of these. I'll drink my tea. Alright, so you guys, I have 88. I can do one of them. And then I can also do my torpedo boats, who are small. I don't know if I really need to do anything with these guys or not, because they're sort of cheap. And, I mean, they're 28 knots. Let's just take a look at them and see. I mean, I may just build new torpedo boats. I don't think I even get rangefinders on these things. I really don't. The only thing I could do is I could give these guys picric acid to make them light stuff on fire more. Balisite. Yeah. Induce boilers, makes them go faster. Nose fuse, and we'll go semi-armor piercing. Because they're just going to be lighting stuff on fire. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't get the... I don't get any sort of rangefinder. I could actually go... I can give these guys a really good range, too. I could either give them a good range, or I can make them go... a little faster. I think probably just making them have more of a range, because these guys are going to be just blockading stuff. I mean, 28 knots is a little on the slow side at this point. But I think it'll be alright. Alright, here we go. These are pretty decent ships. I could have probably extended the barrel length, but no, this is alright. Alright, so let's go and refit some of these guys too. And we will keep our people employed. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I usually stream in the middle of the night, is because I don't have to worry about the phone ringing or all the other stuff happening. Alright, let's 88, 89, 90. You know, we're gonna just do this a chunk at a time, because my brain is too tired for math. So 90. That should be 91. That'll be too much. So we are doing just peachy. Alright, we're going to end up at war pretty soon, I think. How's my power rating? I'm at 12% for army logistics. Ew. Alright, so let's figure out what we're going to do. We can put the captured American ships we can put in Portland as a area to go raid. That might work. Or we can make an invasion fleet out of them. So the New York class and the Pueblo, and then these torpedo boats we're going to leave where they're at. But these two guys, let's start moving you guys to Maine. Except that's still commissioning. Oh, I've got a little island there. That's kind of cool. I didn't know I had that. That's commissioning, so I can't really do much about it. You know, we're just going to give it a turn. Okay. So, when this eventually lights off again, I'm going to have to crush their ships. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Are our ships still commissioning? No. Alright, so we're going to do these. Boop. Then we have about another 1,000 or 1,200 tons. There we go. Alright. This is going along okay. It's not great, but it's going along okay. So let's go get these other Norfolk. It's a Pueblo class. Yeah, let's get all the American ships over to Portland, Maine, and that's how we're gonna deal with it. Torpedo boats I can leave here. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, figure out where these guys are. I do have a lot of torpedo boats here. Probably the heliotropes ought to move over there, actually. Because it'll be useful. Alright, let's see what else we have. Okay, the other guys can stay where they're at. Now, eventually I may want to do something more with those torpedo boats, but for right now, they're doing just fine. Alright. you're one of the heliotropes. Let's go move you up here also, just to kind of organize all you guys. So these are... Okay. Let's see here. So as far as Inquisitor... Ah, crap. I screwed that up, didn't I? Alright. Is that... Yeah, I think these guys are all Inquisition. Yeah. Alright, so in Havana we have Inquisitor, Inquisitor. We have a heliotrope. Let's go. Okay. Then here in Miami we have why do we have Inquisitors here? I'll figure that out later. Let's see. You get that. Yeah, I want all these guys concentrated into a solid fleet. Alright. So we will... Oh, the army logistics also has to do with if they're in limited or otherwise. Oh, okay. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it is. So as these guys start moving around and doing things and get out of the limited, I'll have more army logistics. That's probably what it is. Okay, so these guys are going to get pretty pissed at me before too long. Alright, so let's refit more paladins. Boop. And let's refit more of my unexpected ships. So 90, 80, I can do about 60,000 tons. Or all of these guys. Boop. The torpedo boats I'll refit as we go. So let's look at what else we can do. Probably the Inquisitors, because I need to get these guys fixed up. And these are good. These are good cruisers. These are really good cruisers. Maybe worth making more of them, because they're super stable. They really are. I don't have the means to do a lot with them. What's your flash fire chance? Probably high. Yeah, it's high. Okay. I'm not going to have enough tonnage to do a whole lot. That auxiliary engine's going to be useful. We'll do that. There we go. That's... So my aft weight... How the hell can I do anything about my aft weight being off? I don't think I can... Unless I can... Can't move that. I guess that's all I can do. I can't really do much about it. Alright, well, I guess I'll clean it up later. Beef up the barbette or something. I mean, these are still really good ships. I wish I could do more. They're just very small. And having these 9-inch guns on here is huge. Alright, well... That's what I got. Okay, so... We'll go refit some of these guys. And, we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so... So I have 20,000 tons, basically. Or that. And then we will refit some of these guys to fill the extra tonnage. So, we got 3,000 tons of ships. 70, 90, that's probably close. Probably have some extras that I can do. Eight, 9, 10, yeah. Alright, here we go. Perfect. I think the US is going to get really pissed at me before too long. And I'll have to figure out how I'm going to deal with the West Coast. What's off in the? You know, it occurred to me. What's over here in the Philippines? What do we have defending all of you guys? Torpedo boat, torpedo boat. I mean, you guys... Yeah, Paladin there. We're just gonna leave it alone. That's probably fine. Alright, and then we have... Let's refit more ships. Do we have any more of these guys that we can fix up? Let's just double check them real quick. Nope. So we've got 91,000 tons, so we'll do, there's 42 of it. I can do 20,000 tons. This will be a drop in the bucket. That is not what I wanted to hit. How are crew situation doing? They're slowly adding crew. These guys are just kind of going, oh, economizer, that's useful. Yep. Alright, so things are slowly coming to pass. So, the next step is I've got to beef up my invasion fleet, because I've got all the other ships basically ready to go. I've got the Inquisition, diplomatic escorts, and the Paladins, and the Unexpecteds. And I've got those guys going. So all that's really left is the soft cushions. And I kind of want to turn these into real fighting ships. Let's see what we can do with them. Although, I'm going to have the economizer ready. We give it one turn. And then that'll be ready. What do we have for control stations coming up? A bracket salvo. I don't know if I need to worry about that or not. Internal protection. Wing tanks. Wing tanks are actually kind of a... They're kind of a big deal. 2 turns. I don't really need them. I'm not going to be... I'm not going to be getting hit that much. So... yeah, this will be good enough. Alright. Here we go. The biggest problem is I got to get more crew. I mean, I can teleport around what limited crew I have, but just recruiting more crew, that just takes some money that I don't have. So... US is going to get very pissed with me soon. Alright, so... let's look at our soft cushions. These guys, actually first let's make sure. Yeah, what we ought to do is the torpedo boats that have not been upgraded yet. You should go into Miami. And that way you can get refitted. Okay. Now then, as far as the soft cushions go, we can upgrade them and make them solid. We're going to try this trick out and see if it works. So, first off, we are going to go with maximizing out the beam. I don't really need him to go 23 knots. I mean, 20 is probably fine. I mean, the problem is to make them a lot more expensive to operate, but it can make them into actually useful ships. Maximum bulkheads. Reinforced bulkheads. Now the problem is this will massively upgrade the cost of these. But then I don't have to babysit them so much. I can't move that back any further, can I? $1,800. Alright, so let's go and I'd love to have a barbette down here, but I think we're going to put it up here instead, because you're not going to let me put a... Yeah, you're not going to let me do that. So, yeah, really, the 9-inch gun's fine for this. We're going to go for a barbette. And for our secondaries, and we can do... We got the Mark II 5-inch guns. I could do that. And these things will cause a lot of problems for anybody that messes with me. And can I scoot any further? Nope, don't like that. Alright, so that's probably good enough. Let's put a bar bed up here. Or one of these. That'd actually be better. Alright, so we've got that. Alright, so these are probably all of the secondary guns that I can easily fit on here. I want to put some armored belt. And I could do that's gonna be too small to put there. Can I put something over here? No. Alright, I'm just going to stick you there for now. Just so I can make you big. I can't put anything there. If I were to put you forward, I could put under here. Alright, so we can do that. We can do something like this. I can throw on more guns, but I don't know how many. Let's make sure I have. No, don't like that because that blocks the gun. If I put... Yeah, that's fine. He's already limited in his firing arc, which is fine. So this is all pretty good. And then I need to drop some aft weight. And do that. Need a little bit inner deck. We can do something like that. That's not awful. You guys need barbette. Let's go 9 inches on you. 2 inches on you. Right there. That's kind of the money shot right there. And this thing's going, what, 20 knots, so it's fast enough to do what it has to do. It's armed to the teeth now. It's tough. It's a proper fighting ship. Akin to basically a cruiser. That's not bad. Alright, so I'll drop you down. We're going to save you. Badoop. And then hopefully my cheesy trick will work. Hey guys. Alright, so check it out. So it's a 12-month refit. Now we're going to refit it again. Now it's a 2-month refit. And good enough. And now this thing's up to 10,000 tons. So we've now increased our potential invasion tonnage. And it's nicely balanced. It's got lots of guns. Needs more crew though, but it's good enough. So we're going to start producing these things, getting these all fixed up. Alright, so now as far as I've got plenty of tonnage to throw around. So let's go check out what I can. So my combat ships are all basically ready to go, it looks like. So, you guys, I got 90,000 tons, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 74. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 7. And then we'll do one more. 72, that'd be 81. So that's 8. That's 82. We're not gonna be able to pull that off. So we do 8 at a time, which is fine. We should probably make the Brits a little happier with us, because I don't want to end up having to fight them yet. Alright, here we go. Alright, so these will take 2 turns to refit. We're eventually going to end up in a war with the US again, in which case we're going to get our ships ready to... How are we doing on crew? We are burning through a lot of crew just to get our guys in there, but that's alright. Gotta do what we gotta do. We're at auto add crew. It'll take a while to add all the crew that we need. And let's irritate these guys some more. Boop. We're gonna end up in a fight with them probably this turn or next. They're not gonna like it very much. I probably should hold off pissing them off until after I get my ships ready to invade. That'd probably be the smart thing to do. So I'm not really being the smartest possible. Alright. Here we go. Booyah! And then... Alright, who do we need to kiss up to? Hold on 1 second, I gotta take this. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So, as one of my friends calling, I guess somebody took a shot at Trump again. What a crazy fucking world. Alright, so that's coming along nicely. I'm going to jack up the... I guess it doesn't... I guess it doesn't really much matter. Alright, so let's figure out where we're at here. U.S. has a lot of ships. And so 19 knots. So we're going to go send our torpedo boats to get them again, and we're going to take these guys. We've got all these light cruisers now. One, two, three, four, five, six. We got let's start sending up. So he goes. That's a 25 knot cruiser, 25 knot cruiser, and I think I'm just going to send these 25 knot cruisers up there for now. And I'll figure out the torpedo boats a little bit later. And then we have to get another one over to San Francisco. 25 knots. 25 knots, boop. And then we're going to go send another one up to San Diego. $25 knots, 25 knots, boop. Alright, then we've got these three ports up here where we're going to send torpedo boats. I don't know if he's going to make it there or not. That's going to be kind of a crazy mission. But we're going to give it a try. Alright, so there we go. So we're sending those guys up. And alright, so now what we have to do is I've got some torpedo boats. I've got to go send up to harass the coast. Let's see, these guys, yeah, 28 knot torpedo boats. Yeah, so we're gonna go send. I'm gonna park one at Charleston, boop, and put one in Wilmington. And go there. Alright, so this just leaves my battleships, which these guys have. Those are just individual torpedo boats. That's cruisers. That's a cruiser. Let's go send 3 of them over here. And then we're going to send another 3 battleships right here, just to try and catch them. Now these 25 knot light cruisers, you guys, we're going to send out in a little wolf pack to chase down stuff. I want 2 or do I want to send 3? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll send 2 of them. And then I'll send another 2 over to here. Alright. And then, where do I have more torpedo boats? Let's go send a torpedo boat up this way. And then we send a torpedo boat over here to New York Harbor. Alright. There we go. So that sends all my stuff out. They're all doing their thing. They're coming along. They're going to auto add crew. Alright, here we go. Yeah, here in a little while I'm going to have a friend coming over, and then I'll have to take a break from the stream. But I'll play until then. Alright, let's start killing transports. Now this will be interesting here. Let's see what you guys have got. So, my guys are cadets. These guys are green. They have an 11-inch gun. Now these aren't... He goes 20 knots. I might be able to take them. I don't know. This is going to be a little... We're gonna try it. I'm gonna actually try this. Just to see how we stack up technologically, because I might be able to burn down one of their ships and run. Okay, so southeast. There we go. So, let's take a look at what you guys have. Do you have good armor? He's got pretty good armor. He's got pretty okay armor. Really, really wildly unbalanced. So we want to hit this guy from the front. And I'm using picric acid. So what are your 2 hits on me? Not very good. So we want to keep our distance because I'm more accurate than you are. And hopefully I can get some hits. Yeah, he doesn't have very good hits. But yeah, if I can kill 1 or 2 ships and run, then I'll gain some experience. My crews will start to level up. And then we can... There we go. So, I'll probably get some experience since I was able to sink that guy. Now these guys, 1% chance to hit. Anything that hits is going to hurt. That kind of hurt. I mean, over-penetrate, which is good. Alright, so... he's trying to run away from me so he can use his butt gun on me. We got some sort of hit on this guy. Alright, let's see if we can finish this guy off. Because that would just be fantastic if we can. What's your torpedo range? It's very small. I mean, we're fighting him at 3 kilometers, which for this era is not that bad. Alright, so... I don't know if we can take any more. We might be able to. But I think it's time to leave. I sniped a couple of his things. I mean, we might be able to come back and do more. Flooding's not too bad. Let's see, are you guys clustered up? I might be able to target you, and when I miss, hit the other cruiser. Nope. Let's see if we can, this is always kind of the tricky bit. .3. I think it's time to probably leave. Well, oh, we got something. Let's see, what are we... Yeah. Wish these guys were faster, but it's hard to get them much faster right now. .3% to hit. That's not awful. Yeah, we're not really doing that much damage. It'd be nice if I could take him out, but I don't. Well, maybe we can. We're just having a hard time hitting him is the problem. We might be able to take out this light cruiser. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, we got an engine hit. That's nice. So these are pretty good ships. I am satisfied with how they're performing. Not fantastic, but they are pretty good. And I think they're going to get better. Once they can hit, they'll certainly be a lot better. Alright, I think it's now time to smoke up and leave, because I don't think I can take those heavy cruisers. I think that's going to be just a little bit of a bridge too far. And we got our 25 experience, so that's good. That's really good. I'm quite satisfied with how these upgraded cruisers are working. The picric acid is phenomenal. It's kind of risky to use, but it is great. And if I can get better at hitting, it'll be even greater. So, alright, I've got my friend coming over soon. We know this works, so I'm going to go take a break. And I will see everybody a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. And I'll catch everyone next time. Goodbye.